The number of PIREPs, we've already said, an indicator of effective maintenance is how many defects we have. The less defects, the more effective the maintenance. The airline's reliability program shall be used to analyse PIREPs, delays and cancellations to determine appropriate corrective action. For base maintenance checks, the actual downtime and man hours is a good measure of maintenance program efficiency. It's also influenced by the productivity of the maintenance organisation and findings during the check. And what we need to be doing is continuously monitoring how it's developing. How many man hours did we have on this check? How many man hours do we have on that check? Also, when we do production planning, the guys that do production planning with me, we'll talk about something in a different way. And we'll see that, for example, the ideal situation, particularly when we look at the critical path and we go through a maintenance check, we'll see that at certain times in the maintenance check we need more people, and at other times we only need a small number of people. And what we will see is that often that variability is not delivered. What does that mean? Well, we've got 30 guys in the maintenance hangar, and even though we need more people today, we don't have more people. What we do is give overtime to people on out of the 30. Maybe we need 40. So we will give 10 people overtime to increase, or even 20 people overtime to give us the equivalent of 40 people. So that's how we deal with it. But 3 days later, we don't need 30 people, we need 20 people. Well, we can't tell 10 people to go home. So we're actually overstaffed. So on the occasions that we're understaffed, we pay overtime. On the occasions that we're overstaffed, we buy newspapers and tea and coffee. So you can see how this is not cost effective for the business. So if we're able to manage that, we can really make a difference. Many organisations don't go near it. The people that should manage it is the production planning group. In actual fact, the labour belongs to base maintenance. So there's a disconnect. The control mechanism that should in fact affect the personnel is disconnected from the ability to do it. This is how it is in many companies. So again, is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. So the regulator is not able to impact it in any way. From a organisational best practice due diligence point of view, is it wrong? Yeah, for sure. We're missing opportunities to do things in a more efficient way. For base maintenance checks, the actual downtime and man hours is a good measure of maintenance program efficiency, also influenced by the productivity in the maintenance organisation. I've seen where a maintenance check with 6 days of radio and radar work lasts for 30 days because of all the other activities. The airframe mods, the engine mods, the fuel tank mods take 30 days. There is 6 days of radio work, but the radio guy spends 30 days on the aeroplane. So in actual fact, he's booking 24 days to that project when he's not really working. And what happens, he makes himself busy. And he's pottering around and he's doing stuff, but he's not efficient and he's not effective. And this was normal. Again, it comes at a price. All these behaviours come at a price.